our very special guest, from Lady Parts Justice, to read the box's position paper on limits. Welcome, Sharron Paul.
Let's talk limits. Not the mathematical kind, though we could talk about those if we wanted to. Because women are good, nay, great at math. We use it to figure out baking, which was, just a way to distract people while we went on to discover bigger things like fucking radioactivity. But tonight, we're talking about something else. We're talking about limits placed on women by society, biology, and unfortunately, ourselves. It's not news that men and women receive unequal treatment, but just to recap, as we just saw, women are often paid less for doing the same job, are more likely to experience domestic violence and sexual assault, and are more likely to be stalked. We're more likely to be underrepresented in governments, be the victim of an honor killing, be denied health care, and be pressured into brunch. If you're a woman of color, you're even more susceptible to everything we just listed, except for brunch. White bitches be brunching. In October, the New York Times reported that more American women hold bachelor's degrees than men, in part because today there are fewer limitations on women who want to go to college. And also because we're ambitious as fuck. Unfortunately, once we get into the workforce, we're bombarded with sexism, harassment, harmful stereotypes, and bias. And while there are some things we can't control, can we at least stop adding to the bullshit? A Gallup poll revealed that 40% of women prefer a male boss, compared to 27% who prefer a female boss, leaving 33% who prefer spending their workday reading recaps of TV episodes they've already watched. Why would women reinforce a false notion that actually limits their own potential to become a leader in the workplace? Maybe they've been trained to view authoritative and exacting women as bitches. You know what? Bosses suck, regardless of gender. They want you to leave your cozy bed to hang out in cubicle farts all day and do spreadsheets. Stop blaming just the women. It's no wonder that when looking at Fortune 500 companies, there are more CEOs with the name John than there are female CEOs, period. Come on, ladies. If you're going to bring children into this world, think of more creative names than John. Then again, if you're having babies, you've got other things to worry about, like how your career is limited by the fact that the US is the only industrialized country without paid maternity leave, complicating the already complicated matter of balancing family and career. On top of that, some politicians tirelessly try to limit women's access to healthcare services and birth control to make sure we keep having babies, whether we want them or not. But once they come out of our glorious vaginas, we get about as much support as Jennifer Love Hewitt's music career. We really left her hanging, we did. I'll leave you with this. Did you know that the word computer originally referred to the person who double-checked the figures that the original computers computed? One of the first and the very best was Katherine Johnson, a black woman who worked for NASA. Look it up. She's a fucking badass and she was goddamn good at math. But I'm not gonna stand here and list a bunch of women who were good at math. I just seriously want you all to go home and look her up. People will stop putting limits on us if we stop putting limits on ourselves. Actually, fuck that. People are still going to try to force limits on us. So I say, fuck limits. We're capable, we're smart, we're kind, we're good leaders. We can kick someone's ass if we need to. We're not obsessed with fucking yogurt and getting married. We can do math and we know what we know, which is a lot. We have voices and we demand to be heard. So let's call out these limits for the bullshit that they are and crush them until, in the words of Lindsay Lohan, as written by Tina Fey, The limit does not exist.